Hey guys, it's Anna from Anna's Cheeky Faces. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing this tribal tiger design. It's not the easiest design because it has a lot of very precise symmetrical tribal lines, but it could be still doable on the job if you do it on an older child or an adult, or you can just use it as an inspiration and simplify it or change it to your needs. And the cool thing about this design is that I used my UV paints, so it glows in a black light. To create this look, I'm going to use my global UV palette. And I'm also going to use Fusion Black and Fusion White. So the first thing I'm going to do is to spray my paint and spray my sponge, and I'm going to load my sponge with white face paint and I will apply it under my nose, above my lips, covering the top lip, and I'm creating this rounded shape that will be my tiger's muzzle. And of course, if you're not happy with the shape you created, you can always use baby wipes to correct it. Next, I'm going to apply white on my eyelids. And I'm starting in the inner corner of my eye, cutting through the eyebrow, and I'm kind of rounding this shape to create something like a half moon, or the shape you would normally do for a Spider-Man face painting design. Next, I'm taking another clean sponge and I'm going to load it with neon yellow, and I'm going to start by creating a circle in the middle of my forehead, and then also pulling this color down onto the bridge of my nose, and also applying it under my eyes and on my cheekbones. Neon paints are not as opaque as standard paints, so you might have to reapply them a few times. Next, I'm going to load another clean sponge with a neon orange, and I'm going to apply it on the sides of my face. I'm also using the back side of my sponge to create soft blending between yellow and orange. I'm also adding a little bit of orange between the yellow circle and the white shapes on my forehead. Next, I decided to pull this yellow up and kind of drag it across my forehead to create this thick line. And now back to the orange to connect these two triangles above my eyebrows. And I'm also going to add it on the very top part of my forehead, but I'm making sure that I can still see some of this yellow line. And here, just pulling a little bit down to create this kind of an M shape. Next, I'm loading another sponge with neon pink, and I'm going to apply it right outside that orange, all around my face. And now I'm covering bottom part of my face with white, including the bottom lip. Next, I loaded a number 3 round brush with a neon green from my global palette, and I'm painting a thick line under my eye, as well as a line on the outer side of that moon, and I'm also covering my top eyelid. Now I'm painting pink nose. And also painting pink on the bottom part of my lips. Apologies here because I didn't actually record this part, but all I did there was outlining the shapes around my eyes, adding some eyeliner, and here I'm just outlining the muzzle. I'm doing my lines quite lightly. I'm starting them thick and finishing in a nice sharp thin point. I'm not going to talk you through every single line I painted on my face. You can slow down this video or you can pause it and watch it again if you're not sure. Basically, I'm doing a lot of tribal lines. They're zigzaggy and some of them are connected to the other ones. I always try to make these lines from thick to thin and also try to make them as clean as you can. On the forehead, I started by creating kind of an M shape. This pattern is very characteristical for cats and tigers, and you can usually see it on their foreheads. And now I'm doing almost the same shape but smaller inside of it. Here I painted a thick line in the middle of my forehead, flowing into this M shape. And then I added various lines coming out of it, going in between the gaps. I was kind of improvising a lot with this design, so I was just seeing what looks good and playing around with it. But I was always making sure that all of these lines finish in a nice sharp point. Next, I added very light zigzaggy line between my pink and my white to make it look like a mane. I also added 2 black fangs. And a very light outline under my lips. Next, I outlined my tiger nose. Then I painted a very thin line from the tip of my nose all the way down to my top lip. Then I added 3 teardrops on each side of my muzzle, just to make it look more like an animal. Now I'm adding another thin zigzaggy line on my jawline to finish my tiger's mane. I decided to add another tribal line above my eye because I thought this white area looked a little bit empty. Then I added a green line on my mane between my white and my black. Lastly, I added some dots in between my lines, wherever I thought they would look good. And that's the finished design. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I'm very new to this, so it will be a great help and a great encouragement for me to keep doing what I'm doing. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye!